Hey, what's up guys, Nick White here. I do tech and coding stuff on Twitch and YouTube, solving all the LeetCode hack rank problems, explaining the code because people don't understand the algorithms, but that's fine. This is Hand of Straights, 846 medium problem. Please like and subscribe so the channel grows. Thank you. It helps more than you know. This is, let's do it. Alice has a hand of cards. Alice has a bunch of not a bunch of hands, but has cards. And it's an int array called hand. The cards are an array of integers, and they are, cards are integers. There's a card that has 1, there's a card that has 2, up into like 10 or whatever. Cards have integers, so that makes sense, right? She wants to rearrange these cards into groups, okay, of size W. So we're gonna have a size W, and we want that many groups of these cards. So, if there's 10 cards and we want 2 groups, we might split them into 2 groups of 5, right? Okay. Now, the groups have to also consist of W cards. So we actually can't do that. So what we're going to return is if we can do that or not. Okay, so, in an example like this, we have, how many cards? We have 9 cards, right? And we want 3 groups, right? So we have 3 groups. So 3 groups could be like, like 5 and then 2 and then 2, but no, they all have to have the same amount of cards. Otherwise, we have to return false. So it has to be 3, 3, 3. So in this case, we can do that. So first thing we have to do is make sure that we can split this group length up into an even amount of cards in each group, right? So it has to be W groups with W size each. So first thing we could do, this is simple, is just say, okay, is the length of all of the cards we have, like, is 9 evenly divisible by 3? If it's not, we're returning false automatically. So if hand.length mod W, so if all the cards we have divided into groups isn't going to have an even number of cards in each group, then we're going to have to return false automatically. So might as well just get that out of the way, right? Now, how else do we do this? What is the only other problem, like, figuring this out? Like, that would be the solution if it was just splitting into groups, right? Figuring it out. Well, we also have to have the integers being consecutive. So you can see 1, 2, 3, and we're talking about consecutive in value, right? Not consecutive in order. So 1, 2, 3 are consecutive in value, correct? So we have this as a group that's consecutive in value. Now, 6, 2, 3, we would just go ahead and try maybe 6, 2, 3 if we were just looping through or something like that. That's not going to work. Those are not consecutive in values. We need 2, 3, 4. So we actually need 2, 3, 4. That's consecutive. And then we do 6, 7, 8 because those are consecutive. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, there's actually a very handy data structure to do this called a tree map. And a tree map is basically a hash map, except it has ordering. So if you look up here, benefit of a tree map's main advantage is it allows you to store key value pairs in a sorted order. So this is going to be really good for our algorithm because we can basically extract a minimum value. What we're going to do is we can extract the minimum value because the tree map allows us to do that. And then we can loop up to W size. So we can say, okay, we start here and then we do +1, +1. So we get a size of 3. We make sure that our sub thing is size of 3. And as we loop, we check. We're just going to take the first card, the minimum value. We'll do, okay, 1 + 1, and we'll just loop, and we'll add 1 each time, because it has to be consecutive in value, so it has to be +1 for the next element. So we do 1 + 1 is 2. Is 2 contained in the tree map? Okay, if so, we'll extract it. +1 is 3. Is 3 contained in the tree map? Okay, then we'll pull that out of the tree map. Okay, we have a size 3 group now. Let's move on to the next group. And it'll just start over and process. We'll extract the minimum value. We extract 2. Okay, and then we have to go up to size W again. 2 + 1 is 3. There's another 3 in there, so we pull that down. +1 is 4. There's a 4 in there. We pull that down. We have another group of size 3. We extract the minimum value. So that's 6 that's left. Okay, now we do +1 is 7. We do +1 is 8, and then we get the whole group. So that's kind of the strategy here. That's why the tree map is useful. So we're basically just going to do tree map, integer of integer, key value pairs, just kind of like a hash map. It has even the same methods, basically. A little bit different, but, we could call this card counts, right? So these are going to be the frequency of each card that we have, because there could be duplicate cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 2s, 2 3s, right? So new tree map. So we are now going to loop through each card in our hand, and we're going to say, okay, if card counts dot contains key, just like a hash map, contains key card. Then if it doesn't contain the key, then we're going to put it in for the first time. So card counts dot put, and we're going to put card with a value of 1 because we saw it once. That's the frequency. Otherwise, we're going to do, okay, card counts dot replace. That's a different method, and we're going to replace the value for card with card counts dot get card plus 1. It's similar to a hash map. It's almost the same, right? Okay, what's the main condition now? Well, we're going to loop until we're out of cards in card counts. So we're going to say while card counts dot size is greater than 0, we're going to loop. And then we're going to do all of these checks to make sure that we can get these groups that we need. And if we can't, we're going to return false within this little loop here. So outside, if we make it out of this loop, we can just return true, right? So we're going to try and disprove this within this loop here. Okay, so first thing, like what I said we're going to do, we're just going to extract that min val. So min val is going to be equal to card counts, which is the tree map, dot first key, right? So the tree map gets filled up, like there's 1 1, there's 2 2s, there's 2 3s. It's filled up with all these, and it's in sorted order. The tree map's in sorted order. So first key gets the minimum value, so it gets that 1, right? Now we want to loop up, so we're going to loop up, we're going to say int card is equal to min val, so the card's going to be equal to 1, and then we're going to say while card is less than min val plus w, so while it's less than this, we're going to loop up to the size we need and increment those values. Then we're going to do card plus plus. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to say if card counts doesn't contain the current card, like if we look at 1 as the minimum value, right? In our tree map, we pull it out. Now we're going to go up to 2. We're going to say, okay, is 2 in the, if 2 is in the, if 2 isn't in, because we're just adding 1 to the value, because we need consecutive values, consecutive growth in values by 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, next loop, 1 plus 1 is 2. Is 2 in our tree map? If it's not, we cannot make this group because it's not going to be a consecutive value, right? 2, we don't even have 2 as a card. So we're checking if 2 is a card. So we're going to say, okay, do we have this 2 as a card? So if we don't, then it's false. So this is where we're disproving that we're able to actually do this and split the groups up into consecutive values. Because if we don't have this consecutive value, we're going to return false. Otherwise, we're going to pull it out. We're going to use it in this group, and then we're going to decrement it, its frequency from the tree map. And that's pretty much the whole thing. So int count will be equal to card counts.get, because this is if we have it. So we'll just get the card count. And if the count was equal to 1, then we're going to remove it, right? Because it'll just stay in there. It's going to just stay in the tree map. So we have to remove that card. If there's only 1 in frequency, because count is the frequency of the card, we get the frequency, how many times it occurs. So for example, 1 is only in there once. So when we pull 1, or 6 is only in there once. If we pull 6, or 7 is only in there once. So when we pull 7, we want to remove it from the tree map now because we're using it in this group, right? So we're just going to remove that card from our tree map if there was only 1 of it in there, right? So we'll you just remove it by the card. And then else, if it had more than 1 in frequency, we want to replace that frequency, right, with the current frequency minus 1. So we could just do char counts.replace that card, and then we have the count of it pulled down, so we'll just do count minus 1. So that's pretty much it. It's a pretty elegant solution. Not too many card counts. Sorry, not card count. Card counts. So you remove it from the, there you go. That's the name of the tree map. I just messed up. Else char counts. Card counts. Okay, we are losing our minds. Card counts. There we go. Okay, my dogs are barking. I got to go take care of that. But hopefully, I mean, it's a pretty elegant solution, pretty clear. Not too many tree map problems, so it's pretty cool. Hopefully, we can look at some more of these because I actually did get some tree maps I actually had to use in an interview before, and I wasn't familiar with them. So I'd like to get more comfortable with them. I don't think they come up that much, but I have gotten them in an interview before. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Other solutions, questions, whatever. Join the Discord below and all that stuff. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.